It's been a while since we have done a clay video, so I thought it would be a great idea to make something out of clay for this video. And what better than a dragon, and what better dragon than Smaug from The Hobbit. And we are going to basically create a Smaug dragon that is on the pile of gold, and then there's going to be a little tiny Bilbo Baggins. But I have a bunch of clay that I bought from this place called Treasure Hunt. Basically it's like returned items or bulk items, but this is like a ton of clay. And this stuff is expensive, so I picked it up right away. The only issue is that it didn't come with any instructions, so I don't know what kind of clay this is. I don't know if it's air dry or oven bake. So we're gonna do an experiment to see what it is. I'm gonna make a little ball of clay and bake it in the oven, and I'm gonna leave one ball of clay out to air dry. So we did our test and it is oven baked clay, which is really good news for us because our project is gonna take a lot less time. Let me get you close so you can see our little test, guys. See this one, the pink one that we put in the oven, is hard. And then this one that we let sit out for a couple of days is squishy. Yay! We're gonna start by doing our foil foundation. I like to fill my projects with foil, that way I don't waste a lot of clay. And if you make the entire thing out of clay, you have to like stop in between every like quarter of an inch and bake it, which is insanely complicated. In the pile of gold, there's also going to be like little cups and like maybe a crown or two. It'll be fun. Gonna get our foil out. We need it to be like a little mound. That's like what Smaug is going to be standing on. And then, I'm serious, the Bilbo, he is going to literally be like this big. He's going to be tiny. It's going to be a teeny tiny Bilbo Baggins. We're gonna go with, this is the base yellow right here for the gold. And then this is the brighter color for the gold. We're gonna have some rubies in there and maybe something blue, a dark blue like sapphire or something like that. Smooth and smooth and smooth. So we've made the pile of melted cheese. This is our base for the gold pile, the treasure pile. And I think it turned out really organic looking, like if you just dumped a pile of gold and it looked all lumpy and messy, potentially that could be it. Can you see that on my finger? That's our ball of yellow. I squished it. There's our gold coin. Yeah, so we're gonna make about like 3 billion of these basically. We have completed the pile of treasure. It is going to be the base on which the dragon will stand and the tiny hobbit. I think it would be fun and silly and funny if perhaps my viewers accept the name. I think it would be cute for your guys' name to be Hobbits. You are the Hobbits. So let me know if you think that's a good idea in the comments. Unless you say otherwise, I'm just going to call you my hobbits. So in the first film, apparently Smaug was a four-legged western dragon, but they wanted him to be more of a snake bird-like type of dragon. So we're going to go with a picture. I'll put the picture up here. You can see that the dragon is kind of like red gold. He's like fiery looking. The first thing that we need to do is get started with the form for our dragon. So he's going to be made from foil and sticks that will be hot glued together in the shape that we need. So let's go ahead and get started with the frame of the dragon. As the capybara has deemed it, our demon chicken is ready to be covered in skin. Now we're going to roll out some red clay for the base. Let's do it. Now that our dragon is complete, it's time to make the teeny tiny hobbit. And I am going to make him a little brown, or no, a little gray platform to stand on so that he can stand upright. And then he's going to have very little detail because he's going to be so tiny. So let's get started. It's time to put the clay creations in the oven and wait 15 minutes and then they'll be ready. Our clay creations are out of the oven and cooled off, so I think it's time to take a look at our final product. But before we do that, I have a lot of new people here. I've seen some new subscribers. And first of all, thank you so much. Probably you didn't know it, but you have just become one of my hobbits in my Hobbit army. That's what I've decided you guys are now. So the Hobbit movies are supposed to be so silly and funny and happy. The book itself was written for children, so it makes sense that the movie would also be a little bit silly. And I hope you are thinking those thoughts when you take a look at our dragon, because he's a little bit less on the side of scary and a little bit more on the side of silly. And so is our Hobbit. Our Hobbit is just cute and little. If you like this kind of content, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up so that I know that you like this and I can make more of it. And if you are new here and you've never been to my channel before, please consider subscribing. I upload videos every Tuesday, and a lot of times I also upload shorts throughout the week. Now let's take a look at our finished Hobbit and Smaug clay creation. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. While I was making the dragon, I just need you to know that I felt like screaming as loud as possible into a pillow. It was so frustrating. I have really shaky hands and there were a lot of fine details on that dragon. And so it was really hard to do with shaky hands. I also don't have clay working tools. I literally just had my hands and and these pliers. And they have like pointy tips on them. But yeah, I don't have clay working tools. This is what I have. And I also ended up using this pointy stick as well. Let's just say the dragon wasn't my favorite, but I had so much fun making a teeny tiny hobbit. Well, anyways, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in the next crafting video.